So in this video, I will discussing what is project schedule network diagram. So what is a project schedule network diagram? The project schedule network diagram illustrates the sequential order and interdependencies of project activities through nodes and arrows. It aids the team in visualizing tasks, durations, sequencing, and dependencies. Derived from the project schedule network, it clarifies logical relationship, helping team members understand the sequence of tasks and events. So, these are the project network diagram terms. A project schedule network diagram requires understanding key terms and applying them to the network diagram. So, these are the examples. Activity dependency. Relationship among activities that shape the sequence in which the activities can be started and must be completed within the overall schedule. So it means siya bagan activity ba siya nga diri man siya pwede tikang mitras diri patapos sa din na unang activity na imo ginihimo, like bagan nakadepende siya sa di nga activity A nga matapos sanay para makapag-proceed ka na sa activity B na imo himuon. So, ang second is arrows. Graphical presentation of activity connection, sequence, and interdependency. So, an arrows naman is simply yan bagan ang pagkasunod-sunod sa activity, ang mga connection ba niya, and sequence cons nanan pagkasunod-sunod nanan unang activity nanan panduha sa nan so arrows bagan chain. So third one naman is critical path, the longest sequence of activities that must be completed for the project to be finished on time. So ang critical path naman is ang mga activity na mga importante, and mga main activity. For example, pag magtindog kang balay sa construction, ang mga importante dito na mga himon sa balay is ang poste, and ground, and atop na sa ng pader. So iton na mga trabaho dapat diri gud siya dapat matapos gud siya sa tama na oras, kay kung diri mo siya matapos iton sa nga time kunanon nakakuan lang ang oras is mababago ang timeline san bugos na project, bagan maapektuhan tanan, bagan may domino effect siya sa iba na project kung diri iton matapos siya on time. So support naman is and float. So the amount of time an activity can be delayed without affecting a successor activity, free float, or the amount of time an activity can be delayed without affecting the project and end date, total float. So sa float ini naman na part is ang mga activity naman siya nga bagan warala, like bagan pwede mo siya trabahoon bisan sano, bagan adala ba siya dida, bagan anytime pwede mo siya kuhaon para trabahoon, dili ba siya di siya makakapikto sa timeline sa niyo project, sa total timeline asya. So the fifth one naman is an lag, the amount of time needed between two dependent activities. So ang lag naman is ang kuan siya ang delay na pagtrabaho. For example, pagkahuman niyo trabaho poste, wala dayon tikangi paghimusan pader o sa balay nga ginihimo. For example, 2 days sana siya bago ika nga nutro bago siya sundan. So asya to nang dito tawag na lag. Sa lead naman is the amount of time an activity can be accelerated in relation to a preceding activity. So ang lead naman is kuan naman siya, di ba? Habang may gintatrabaho na lat adidayon na usa. Bagan kuan ba habang gintatrabaho pa din na usa, nag-advance na pagtrabaho lat sa usang activity, bagan nag-advance ba nag-una. Bagan warag nga karagan na oras bagan sana. So sa predecessor naman, an activity that must happen before another can begin. So sa predecessor is bagay nilat siya ang activity dependency, kay antes mo siya mahimo ini nga activity nga una ini nga panduha, dapat tapuson gudanen unang activity bago mo tikangan. So kabaliktaran siya sa LED. Kaya ang LED pwede mo na siya tikangan bisan may trabaho pa na iba. So din bawal, dapat humano nanay bago tikangan sa. So sa successor naman, an activity that must happen after a previous activity concludes. So an example sini is kunyari tapos na matrabahoan poste sa nga balay. Sunod naman na trabahoan is an pader. Then sunod naman is an atop. Yun sa naman bagan may pagka-similarities sira sa activity dependency and predecessor. So types of project network diagrams. There are two types of project networks diagrams in project management. These are the arrow diagramming method, which is the ADM, also referred to as the activity network diagram or the activity on arrow, and the precedence diagramming method, which is the PDM. The latter is also known as the node network or the activity on node. So sa diri ko may duha nga types san project network diagrams, which is an arrow diagramming method and the precedence diagram method. So an arrow diagram method. So what is arrow diagram method? In this diagram, an arrow is used to represent the activities in a given project. Due to its limitations, project managers no longer rely on it. However, we will still cover this to ease identification. If it ever appears in the office or during your project, in this project schedule diagram, the arrow's tail signifies the start of the given activity, the head its completion, and the length its duration. Each of the arrows in this diagram is connected to two boxes, popularly referred to as the nodes, which signify start or end of a given activity in a sequence. So, the starting node of an activity is referred to as the I node, whereas the final node, the J node. Therefore, the ADM chart only represents the finish or start or FS, a relationship between the nodes and activities. What do we do with the dummy activities? Project managers are generally advised to include such arrows, even though they do not represent a direct relationship. This chart cannot include lead and lag times dependently. One must introduce new nodes and activities. So, asya na an example sa ADM chart. So, ini nga part din ni is makita mo nga broken line siya. ini. So ini gin-represent siya as dummy activity, di man? Dummy activity. So an ADM chart is nag-represent lang siya sa finish to start. So finish to start lang niya method na ginagamit nini. So for example, imagine natin ini is ini nga A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Asya mga activities nimo. So for example, dili nag-start ka sa activity E, then ma-proceed ka sa activity F. So ang gamit sa dummy account is dire ka didi maka-proceed mintaras dire mo didi natutikangan ang H and I na activity nimo. Bali ini nga activity din ni is naka interdependencies ini nga activity din nga matapos anay nga mag-meet anay ni din So dire ka didi maka-proceed kung dire ni tapos nga din activity. So pag asya nito na may da siya kuan dummy activity. So nakadepende nga di ang trabahon ini nga trabahon sini nga di kun matapos. So asya ito na ADM method or chart. So nga di naman sa method which is the precedence diagram method or PDM. The precedence diagram method PDM is a project management technique used to visually depict the sequence of activities in a project. It's a type of network diagram that knows the logical relationships between different tasks or activities required to complete a project. So, in a PDM diagram, first one is nodes represent project activities or tasks. Number two, arrows, also called dependencies, represent the logical relationship between activities. These relationships can be of 4 types. So, may 4 types nga relationship and precedence diagram method na yung gagamit. So and finish to start. Activity B cannot start until activity A is finished. So basically paras kanina di ka pwede makapikang sa activity B mientras dire pa nag-start ang activity A. So sa panduhan naman is start to start. Activity B cannot start until activity A starts. So ang activity A o activity B dire makakapag-start kung dire lot nag-start ang activity A. So siya to ng start to start. So finish to finish na din naman is activity B cannot finish until activity A finishes. So bago matapos ang activity B, dapat tapusan na yung activity A. So, siya to. So, ang last naman is start to finish. Activity B cannot finish until activity A starts. So, ang activity B, dire na siya pwede matapos mintras dire ang activity A nagtitikang sa namba. So, asya na yung table. So finish, start, start to finish, finish to finish, start to start. So didi pwede mo itong siya ma-apply sa nga diagram. PDM diagram provide a clear visualization of the sequence of activities and the dependencies between them, helping project managers and teams understand the critical path of the project, identify potential bottlenecks, and optimize scheduling and resource allocation. PDM is often used in conjunction with other project management techniques such as the critical path method, CPM, to effectively plan and manage complex projects. So sa sini pwede mo siya magamit ato nga upat nga method sa sini nga table, which is siya ni start. So nga din naman is asya ni aton mga activity na A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H asya na mga activity. So wala na ini nga di ko ang dami activities. So ini kunyari nga di finish start. So diri ka makapag-start sa B mintas diri di tapos. Diri ka sa di makapag-start mintas diri di tapos. Kinsa na ba? Or kung finish to finish mo yung gamit nga dilo at kung di ni pwede nimo matapos mintas diri pa di tap di mo di pwede matapos mintas diri pa di tapos na activity. Kinsa na ba? So siya na iton. So that's all. Thank you. Yes. Pag stop pang inang yan.